So you're back, are you? Well, that's surprising. No matter. To recap last time.
God, it's burnt! Somebody's getting cut!
And our hero Kane was heading into the Valley of Poison.
So this is the valley, huh? Honestly, it's not nearly as bad as Blighttown or Fair Keep from Dark Souls 3. You do need the Ring of Protection to keep yourself from getting poisoned, because poison does not mess around in this game. But as long as you keep using it, you won't die. The valley itself is filled with bones, and hey, there are those weird rocks from the forest. They even have a dying lizard man. Oh man, that's so cool. They're showcasing the world's interconnectedness. After wandering around lost for about 5 minutes, I eventually find a large cavern that seems to have a big hole in it. I wonder what's inside. Nah, I'm just kidding. Turns out this dragon won't hurt you. He's just there as a cool set piece that adds to the world building. But I can't put my finger on it, but he just reminds me of a certain someone. Past the dragon leads you out and into the next area. Man, can we just talk about the music for a second? Every time I walk into a new area, I find myself just standing around and listening to the music. So mystical, so peaceful, yet you know danger lurks around every corner. The Limestone Cavern is a labyrinth of tunnels that you gotta navigate. It's here that the game semi-opens up, where you can either go to the tree hideout, seaside cliffs, aka forest, or the underground ruins. We'll come back to this place later. But for now, let's go to the tree hideout. While the tree hideout doesn't really have a whole lot, it acts as an FOB for you and some explorers who are either sleeping or trying to sell you things.
But if you have any gems, I'm sure that we can work something out.
But if you have any gems?
Now, maybe I missed something, but when I got here, I was super confused. We'd already been to the forest, we'd already been to the valley, we'd been to the Limestone Caverns, so where do you go? The merchant isn't going to tell you anything useful, he just tells you that he wants Lila to be brought to him. But my friends, the answer is back to the Limestone Caverns. You gotta go further in. It's on the second trip to the Limestone Cavern that you meet with Edgy Guy after murdering a whole tribe of orcs. They didn't deserve this, they were just doing their thing. Whipping rocks around, screeching like little monkeys. Edgy Guy tells you that the Solstians fled Solstia and came to this island and were wiped out by the power of the Eternal Ring. He tells you there's an old building ahead and thinks that there are clues there that will help in your guys' journey in uncovering the secrets of the Eternal Ring, then promptly walks away.
Your most important mission is to return alive.
Very slowly. Okay, buddy. I know you got the whole edgy thing going on, but you can afford to be a little bit faster than that. Listen, we're on a timeline. There's a time of day. There's like dragons. You got Lila. I don't even know who she is, but we gotta find her. So you go into the mines, you go up some elevators, fight some screaming guys and floating dreidels. I get a new ring called Sonic, and then you go into the iron mines, and we meet Edgy Guy, who's dead. Wouldn't have died if you walked faster. I inherit his ring and do a little puzzle to get a red key that opens the door below. Inside said door, you are greeted by good old team captain, who I have now deemed Sir Soggy Legs because of his soggy ass looking legs. At first, Sir Soggy Legs seems like he's gonna be a hard battle, but listen, if you just keep strafing to one direction and shoot anything at him, he's actually very easy. But he gets away, so naturally there's only one way forward, after our foe. Thus finding ourselves in a volcano, where, hey, we meet Mysterious Man, who reveals he was a warrior of Aldine that has been stuck here for 20 years. Mysterious Man then says he wishes for you to meet someone up ahead. Hey, is this the guy you were talking about? No, just a tornado spewing ifrit and some exploding fungus. But you know what? The volcano is actually pretty cool. It's pretty straightforward until my path got blocked by this door. Huh? It's sealed by magic? Did I miss something? No, I don't have to go back to find a missing item, do I? I have been everywhere. There's no way that I can't get in here. This is... So yeah, you have to shoot a spell at the door's center. Not the side, not the bottom, the center crystal. Let me be perfectly clear. I understand they literally teach you this in the first dungeon. Spells can access doors, but I honestly forgot about it because it never happened again. Until now. Like the first time I played this game with my friends, we were stuck here for 20, maybe 30 minutes. We had no clue what to do. And it's not the game's fault, it's the goddamn door's fault. So after the magical door, you meet with this gross pterodactyl guy, who turns out to be Matthew D. Ross III, King of Aldine. Matthew then tells you that the magic here on this island warps you if you stay too long, which includes our boy Sir Soggy Legs. He then asks you to find a cure for him, but that boy's not gonna need it because a dragon shows up and he's got the cure right here. death. With the dragon hot on your tail, a mysterious voice leads you through a corridor, and at long last you meet Lila. Lila, being skilled in magic, casts a barrier on you, not before dropping the absolute drama bomb by calling the dragon
Father, it's me, Lila.
Father. With a flame breath, you are cast down into a dark hole into the next area. Kain awakens in a mysterious hallway. Turns out this place is the magical laboratory, and in the center is where the Eternal Ring is. 4 pedestals are presented, and you need to provide a key to each of them to enter the Eternal Ring's chamber. We already have 2, the red and the blue key, but we need the green and the yellow key to proceed. So for now, we need to find a way out. And the only way out is naturally through a boss fight. See this boss right here? See this bullshit boss right here? Yeah, you fight a cockatrice who can poison you and paralyze you, or do both. Spells don't work against it unless the belly eyes are open, and to open them, you either have to wait, risk getting hit by his spells, or move into melee range and get pecked to death. Either way, I forgot to save before this boss fight, so you can say that I was sweating. Anyways, after defeating that bullshit cockatrice, you exit into the ruins of an old village. And it's here that I realized I'd done messed up. See these birdmen? Well, I don't think wind attacks hurt them, and if it does, it's not a lot. So I had to run through the whole area. I did pick up a new 6 sword though. First weapon I found since ever. I don't think I found a weapon yet. Past the hellhound infested birdmen patrolling creaky armor jammed streets, you exit into a library. Inside the library, you meet with the mystery man again, but this time he finally reveals his name.
Did my appearance surprise you? I used to work for the King of Aldine. My name is Nell Grey.
Nell tells you that the Eternal Ring is a cage that traps a dangerous thing. He then goes into some backstory saying he defected to Aldine from Solcia and was the one who started the war because he was mad that no one liked him because of his lack of magical power. When the Solcians fled to the island, they tried to unlock the Eternal Ring's power, but it put a curse on the island, turning everyone into monsters. And all of Solcia's most powerful magicians were all turned into dragons. That's right, every dragon we've seen so far is a human from Solcia. Nell also drops a drama bomb, revealing that the fire dragon was in fact his brother, which means Nell is Lila's uncle. He then goes on to tell you that he hoped you'd kill the Eternal Ring, turn everyone back, be on his merry way, but then his king died, so yada yada yada, I have no purpose, I'm gonna sit here and die. Well, past Nell's pity party, you go into the library and you fight a couple gargoyles that, if you're smart, unlike me, you will shoot the right element at them and they'll vanish, leaving a mag gem, but I only had Wind Cutter and Fireball, so I had to fight most of them. At the end, you find a Ring of Seek, which allows your spells to home in on enemies, and exit to meet Lila in her home. Talking with Lila, she reveals that she is the last Solcian and was adopted by the last Elysian, and warns you that the Eternal Ring is not in fact a ring, but a tomb for a god being created by the most powerful magics. After your conversation, another earthquake happens and Lila runs off. You find a Ring of True Sight that lets you see hidden things, and you go into the cave across the way, which triggers another cutscene. This time the water dragon is back, and he reveals that Kain is the son of the fire dragon, which means that Lila is your sister and Nell is your evil uncle. And it's up to you to gather the last 2 keys and put them in the slots in the ancient lab to get to the Eternal Ring. Well, we're in the end game now. Plots are coming together. My sister's a wizard, my father's a dragon, and my uncle's really not that bad of a guy. What level am I anyway? What? 27? Looks like I'm gonna have to do some grinding. Hey bro, just do the optional dungeon. Oh, yeah. The optional dungeon is a very hard 4-floor dungeon that grants access to the best stuff in the game, and this is something I love so much. You want the legendary sword? Okay, go back to the beginning where our fisherman friend died. There's a hidden beach. Go in there. Shoot a dark or holy spell at this door, bada bing, bada boom, you're in. Now, getting to the final floor is hard, but it really does pay off because this place is a hot spot for the best gems in the game, the best weapons, and the best ring. The first level is this maze, the second is a grid, but the third level, the ice cave is where it's at. So, you wanna choose this game? You remember the cockatrice? Yeah, this guy right here? Well, he's right around the corner, and FromSoft forgot to tweak him, so every time he dies, you get a level up. That means you're gonna make him your bitch. If you find some of the dragon gems that are in the levels above, you can use them to create dragon spells. These are the best spells in the game, and if you use the dragon spells on the cockatrice, it will kill him in one hit, and then boom, you're at level 99 in no time. Now, if you want to be even more OP than being level 99, you can get all of your stats up to max. Basically, just go to the 4th floor, find these little white crabs, and farm them out for dragon fangs. But be warned, these guys can kill you in one hit, so you gotta be really cautious. So once you're all farmed up, max stats, max level, you can take on the final boss of this place. Now, here's the design choice that I find kind of weird. So on the last floor, there's a ring known as Animate Sword, which allows you to make multiple physical hits. And the second best weapon in the game, the Kaiser Knuckles, are right next to the final boss. Combining these two items together to defeat the final boss makes them really trivial. But once you beat them, you get the best sword in the game, which kind of makes the Knuckles useless. I'm not complaining, I just think it's kind of weird that they would give you the second best weapon in the game right before you get the best weapon in the game. Well, at level 99 and with the best weapon and best ring, we can continue our journey. So picking off where we left off, we're back at Lila's. Past there is the Tower of Storms. The tower itself is pretty bland, but it's got a certain charm to it. It's got griffins, and these birdmen, and these weird pterodactyl things that I think try to push you off into the depths below, but I'm not sure because I never get hit by them. About halfway through the tower, you get to the section where you go outside, and man, I don't know what it is about this place, but the sky looks so good to me. It's like when you first go into Bowser in the Sky in Super Mario 64. There's just this JPEG of a sky in the background, but it just looks so pretty. I have no clue why I like it, I just do. It's just something I thought I'd point out. You get to the top and you guessed it, there's a boss fight, and guess who you're fighting? The Wind Dragon. The very same beast who killed our fisherman friend.
I will avenge my friend, and I will deliver that ladder.
So the fight commences and everything's going good. He's dive bombing you, he's blowing you away, he's tornadoing you, and wait, nothing I do seems to work. I try out Wind Cutter, doesn't seem to have any effect. I assume he's immune to magic at this point because my dragon spells don't even activate when I get close to him. And what's worse, my weapons don't reach him. What am I supposed to do?
Fisherman friend, I am at my wit's end.
Hey dude, it's okay. Trust in yourself. Get close and strike with one of your most powerful spells.
My most powerful spell? Wind Dragon?
All right, here goes nothing. Why do I even try?
Yeah, so honestly, I think this might have been my fault. I don't think I got close enough to him during the fight. To be fair, I mean, he should have been immune to at least wind spells. Anyways, you get the key, you go to the green door in the basement, you step into a magic circle. And whoa, hey, this place is actually really pretty. As a personal bias, I think every game should have a nice level in it, so I'm glad that Eternal Ring does. The moment you walk in, a wolfman approaches you, claiming he's not a monster, but a former Aldinian army commander. He's been transformed into a beast and claims that his mind is still clear because of an amulet he wears. Other than saying that he's friends with a dragon up ahead who's been asleep for 3 years and that he misses his mom, he doesn't really say much of note. Honestly, after going through the area, it's pretty small and it's just a cave with some ruins surrounding it. It's not that interesting, but you do get to see the sleeping dragon. He's encased in ice, which is kind of a cool set piece as well. Other than finding the earth key and seeing the dragon, the only other thing here is a ring that decreases MP consumption. There's also some cute little yetis.
I've collected the keys. Now it's time to face off against the god being inside the Eternal Ring. I wonder what he looks like. He's probably big and tough and strong and tough and big. Yeah, I'm getting pumped up. Let's do this.
Oh yeah, here we go.
No matter how many times I listen, it's no use. I can't understand what I can't understand.
What is that? An alien baby inside a Pokeball. Are you serious? I thought it was gonna be like a dragon or a golem or like just quite literally anything else. So anyway, this Jimmy Neutron ass looking thing is Solus, and Solus and Lila are having a conversation about birds and death and like, I don't know. And Solus just can't understand the concept of death and interrupts the conversation, warning that somebody's here. Lila thinks it's Kane and leaves. The cutscene cuts back to you, and you are in an abyss world fighting off necromancers, gargoyles, death knights, and make your way to the end only to find out that Lila, your sister, is laying on the ground. Dead. And her murderer? Good old Sir Soggy Legs. Let us see in this final battle, who is more powerful? It was me. I was more powerful. I grinded level 99. I got the best sword and the best ring in the game. You didn't stand a chance. With Sir Soggy Legs out of the equation, you enter the room with Solus and the Eternal Ring. Solus mistakes you as the killer of Lila, and an epic battle begins, and he's dead.
Oh, if you want this game to even be slightly challenging, I recommend not doing the optional dungeon and grinding to level 99.
With Cain victorious and Solus defeated, the Ring Wizard congratulates you and you leave the island, only for Solus to get back up. He glides to Lila, and for the first time, he is struck with a feeling of grief over the death of Lila. He then proceeds, oh my god, what the hell is happening? Looks like old Jimmy here had a brain blast. Well, with that jarring scene over, the game ends with exposition, telling us the triumphs of Cain, his ascension to knighthood, and the overthrowing of the greedy elders, bringing balance back to the kingdom of Hungaria. Cain then sets off for some time to an unknown location, and when he returns, by his side is none other than Solus, in his more mature state, who shares magic and knowledge with the world, and everyone lives happily ever after.
Fool, you have summoned me. There was a reason no one talks about this game. I have been sealed inside Eternal Rings data for decades, and you released me. What a loser. Anyways, I'm out of here. Gonna do some evil things, vile things, like pour sour milk into kittens' bowls. Hey, what do you have there? What is that? Are you even listening to me? No!
Looks like you've been wind cut off. Well, it was a long one, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And hey, if you haven't hit that sub button, I suggest you do. I make videos like this all the time. And with that being said, later days.